Hello traders, apologies for yesterday's video. I must have had I think I had Bloomberg on in the background initially. Yeah, okay, so bounced off of S1, a little bit of a hammer-like bar. I still think there's more selling to be had. I mean, just potentially just moving sideways, waiting for the 8 EMA to come down. Once we come in contact with that, we could get another leg down and come to this 127 extension. Okay, so I don't think the selling's done for yet. This isn't resolved. That's not the issue. The issue is technicalities, and technicalities are still not good. Every little pullback, we've tested the 200 EMA at the high here, and then that immediately started to sell. So the bears are still in control. So what would I do? If you are short, then stay short. If you are not short and want to get involved with this market, then look for 60-minute pivots like 60-minute 50 EMAs, resistance levels up here at 883. That could be the level at which we might get a touch of 883 tomorrow. In which case you can see my little arrow up there. I was hoping for that for today, but unfortunately we only got as far as 850. Okay, so I'm still bearish the Dow at the moment. The US dollar Swissy had a great day at long last. So this is now a pullback at 90.70. So if you're not in the US dollar Swissy and you want to take part in that, then 90.70 will stop under 90.20. There's a nice small that's the risk. The reward, I think, is up there, 92.14. 92.50 is my main target. So 92.50 will give you that risk reward ratio. And even the US dollar CAD has had a good day. I mean wow, it's a nice few days now. That's a pullback to 103.70. Of course, the opposite side of that, the flip side of that, is the pound. We are sitting on a main. Sorry, I'll just get that back into view. Let me extend it this way. Okay, I mean, this 195.50 is a main pivot area, but I don't think it would. 50 EMA is down here, and that's what I'm looking for. So that, but the big 160 is the short area for that one, and I would expect at least 158.50, possibly even 158. Pound yen, I would just leave alone and just concentrate on the pound US. For that, I would expect to see 154 on that one. There's the trend line. There's a long trend line. We could easily, if we really get going, could easily start to see that trend line. Euro is weak as well. That's a pullback to 135.50 to see if we can come down to 134.20. Aussie US has hit this resistance area and traded underneath it. So I think we're done. I am short this. I posted that in the room. I was short that, and I've got a pretty tight stop. I've got something like a 30-point risk on that, and looking for 92.50. Also posted this in the room. Did 200 points in oil today. Posted it in the room. Got in at 330, and I said if we break this price here, break that support, and I would stay short all day, and that's exactly what I did. That is now a pullback for a short of 102 to see if we can get down to that 200 EMA down there. And we could quite easily come down to 100 and lower. Monthly S1 is a feasible target there. Massive support on monthly S1. So I would be very interested in that. Stocks. There's some obvious ones. Let's look at some good ones. SSE has been struggling. New low close above next day. That is a reversal signal. What you could do is try and get a pullback 1443. If you don't get entered, then leave it. With your stop underneath there, and then if it works, if you close above 1461, add your position. You can take a half size here and add your position if it gets over 1470. That way you are limiting your risk. Don't be greedy, don't go all in or out. Sometimes when you're looking for reversals like this, you could just phase in rather than go all in. Domino Pizza is weak. I've been watching this. Hang on a second, I'll go back to that. Now that's got a little hammer on the monthly pivot there. If we break, and the beauty of this is it's a cheapie. If we break 220, and get a stop under there at 215, that's a tiny stop for a nice cheap stock. Because if we break this, terrible line, isn't it? That's better. Anyway, the point is, if we break that, then you can see we're in this box. But if we break that, I think we'll at least go the distance of that box, which should take us up to monthly R1 and 225. Domino Pizza is a hammer-like bar there coming into support, but you just need to be patient with these markets. With all this going on, if the US shutdown does continue, things could get very nasty. So the last thing you want to do is start buying, trying to pick bottoms when these markets have not shown a convincing reversal pattern. Keep an eye on Goldman's. That's sideways to weak. So what would make me buy a Goldman's? A close above 155 would make me buy Goldman's. Bank of America, very similar pattern. Just closing above the 100, can't close above the 8. I do not like charts that can't close above the 8. I will take small positions in stocks that do that pattern because that is an engulfing pattern. Apple got a hammer on this monthly pivot. So that these stocks are seeing some buyers, but all the time they are trapped in a range. They could just roll over. So be very, very wary. As I'm sure you know what I'm going to say, if that closes above 490, I will be a buyer. UK stocks. eSure is that's got a hammer-like bar down there. Gap down though, so I would put a bracket at the high and low of that, and whichever way it closes above that, above or below, I think is the direction for the foreseeable future. Tate, I just want to see a close above 745 at least. Sage, ooh, nasty. Not touching that until the very least we can get above 317. Man Group. Potential stopping bar, but still sideways to weak. Okay, so bottom line is I'm sitting on my hands for now, but I am constantly monitoring these markets for potential reversals. Alright, see you at the next update.